By supporting the Hoedspruit Endangered Species Centre, that's where we found goodness. Pick n Pay, always there for you.
Well, the most incredible costumes and also fashion, but that's not the only highlight that went down at the Ecologic Awards. Some of the most sustainable guests gathered and celebrated how to look after our environment. We're very excited this morning because Pick n Pay were honoured with the great measures that they are taking to ensure that they make sustainable choices. Now in studio today, we have David Perry-Davis. He's from the Ecological Awards. We also have Andre Nel here, General Manager for Sustainable Development, Pick n Pay, to tell us more about what happened over the weekend with the events. David and Andre, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Faz.
David, I'm going to start with you. The Ecological Awards. Tell me more about it. What is it?
Well, the Ecological Awards are intended to empower the consumer and show the consumers those individuals, those organizations, those products, those services that are operating in a more ecological way, and to say to them, use your consumer power, buy from the people who do care and who are aware.
I like that. Buy from the people who care and who are aware. And of course, Pick n Pay is all about that. Andre's looking at me as in, you know what? That is how it is.
Exactly.
Now, Andre, first of all, I want to say Pick n Pay was the winner of the Energy Saving Award. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Now, as a business, what is Pick n Pay doing to conserving energy?
We're doing a huge amount. Firstly, thank you for a great award, David. Pick n Pay, one of the key things that we've done, for example, is to do online metering in our stores. So we can centrally now see electricity usage in all the departments in all our stores. We've also installed things like solar at our DCs, at our distribution centres, and a lot of focus from our side also on communication, because we have to educate our staff to really conserve energy.
Conserving energy, and I look at the fact that we even award this behaviour with an award. David, why is an award like this important?
Enough doom and gloom. You know, we've had, since 1992, the Rio Earth Summit, people have identified that we've got environmental problems. What's changed since then? Not enough. If anything, things have got worse. And that's because basically people have been focusing in on the symptoms, the pollution, etc., and not the solutions. So we need to be looking at the causes of the problem, which is the mindset, and celebrating that and empowering people, making them feel good rather than feeling bad and running away from the issues.
Well, celebrate your choices indeed. Andre, businesses in general, we look at this and we see that you're putting a lot of emphasis and also the same amount in conserving or conserving energy rather. Do you think that people focus as a business more on conserving energy than on price increases? I mean, is that more important to us than price increases itself?
I think locally a lot of focus is on energy conservation because of the price increases. But I think it's very limiting for a business to only focus on that. It's important to really do a lot of work with your employees, is to think about all your products and start reframing them to be more sustainable. Because the world around us is changing, both the environment, the social setup is changing. So it's important not to only focus on one component of sustainability.
I look at this and immediately I go, you know what, if I'm a business owner, is it expensive? How do I start? I'm a small business owner. How do I go about in making my business eco-friendly? David?
Well, there is a book we've been publishing for the last 13 years, the Enviropedia, but it's also online. And in that, you can look up any subject, for example, waste management, and it'll link you to the organizations who are involved with that. So there's an immediate source, and that's a South African reference work.
Okay, well, Andre, you are already doing it.
Yeah, I think the easiest way, also, you know, there's great resources available, but just start thinking about being a more efficient business. You know, if you don't want to think about green and sustainability, become a more efficient business, use less water, use less electricity, create less waste. So it's things that you feel in your pocket that creates money for you as a business. So it's changing your mindset to become closer to nature, because nature is actually really, really efficient.
I'm just looking in terms of the award that you received and also the fact that we know that you're a business that believes in eco-friendliness, that's sustainable. Is it expensive for you as a business?
Initially it is expensive, especially if you're thinking to the sort of scale of Pick n Pay. So initially we did need to invest. But in terms of electricity, for example, we've saved more than 320 million rand that we would have saved if we didn't go down this route. So there are some investments needed, but the long-term benefits in having a sustainable business, it's worth much, much more than that.
Okay, well, exciting stuff, David. All the best to you and Andre. Weer eens geluk en dankie dat jy saam met ons was vanoggend. Really appreciate it. Well, from awards and how to look after the earth to people who are celebrating festivals, and this time around the 18th Rotary River Festival. This time with a twist. Think the longest washing line.